Well, hello, 5th and 6th graders. This is Tuesday, December 15th, and this is your science video for today. And you have pages 142 to 145 to read about biomes. We're starting this unit, and your work text is page 98. Now, you should have done 97 yesterday, which was basically just telling us what you knew about different things. And so you've got this time a chart to fill out. Now, when you have charts like this, you notice it has a lot of space. Now, I'm not suggesting that you have to write every little detail about all that stuff, but on the information that you have here, you've got the tundra, and you want to be able to tell the tundra what the climate is of the tundra, what the location is, what the interesting facts are, and what the common animals and plants are for the tundra. And the same thing for the coniferous forest, which is called the taiga, and then also the deciduous forest. And so those are the things that you'll be filling out. And so we'll go ahead and start reading, and so follow along. I'll try to point out some of those things as we go along so that you have an idea of when to pause the video and then be able to look at the answers. It says, when God created the earth, he made many kinds of plants and animals. Just as there are many types of these plants and animals, there are many places where they live. Scientists refer to all of the areas where life can exist and the living organisms that live there as the biosphere. The biosphere is very large though. A person could not study all of it. So scientists divide it into sections called biomes. A biome is a large area of the earth in which plants and animals share a similar environment. A biome might be a desert, a forest, a prairie, or even an ocean. These smaller sections are easier for a scientist to study as he makes his observations and tries to solve problems. One reason a creationary scientist works with biomes is to exercise dominion and wise stewardship over the earth as God commanded in the book of Genesis, is where it commanded it. Page number 143, land biomes. Each land biome is influenced by its climate. The climate is the usual weather of a region over a long period of time. It includes the temperature and the amount of precipitation in an area. The climate determines what types of plants and animals can live in a biome. Scientists have divided the Earth's land into several major biomes. These land biomes can be very different. The tundra around the Arctic Circle is cold and frozen, but the tropical rainforests near the equator are very hot and humid. The northern hemisphere has more biomes than the southern hemisphere does. The main reason for this is that there's more land in the northern hemisphere. It stretches from the equator all the way to the Arctic Circle. Most of the land in the southern hemisphere is in or near the tropics. Because the conditions do not vary much, there are only a few types of biomes. All right, and so if you look at that map, you can see there, the equator is about, let's see, I'm trying to think, so it's about right here at this level, so just a little bit below the halfway point of the thing. And so there's not a lot of land you can see below the equator, and most of it's close to the equator within this area. That's going to be more tropical. And then you have, of course, Australia and southern Africa and a little bit of southern Brazil, or southern South America. And so that is the reason why there. So on to page number 144. Tundra. The coldest biome is the tundra. This biome is found in the northern latitudes around the Arctic Circle. Winter and summer are the two main seasons in this biome. And so the climate, you can see that you have the two main seasons are winter and summer, but also there's more information. The tundra has long, cold winters with temperatures that are far below freezing. In fact, the tundra stays below freezing for at least 9 months of the year. For part of the winter, the sun never rises. The summer is the growing season, but in the tundra it is very short, sometimes less than 2 months. And even during the summer, the temperatures are still cool and sometimes as low as freezing. During most of the summer, the sun never sets. Because of the cold, most of the ground stays frozen all year long. This permanently frozen soil is called permafrost. A thin layer of soil on the surface thaws a little during the summer. However, the permafrost below is still frozen. Trees cannot grow on the tundra because their roots cannot get through the frozen soil. The tundra is not very cold, though. The tundra is not just cold, though. It is also very dry. Only a small amount of precipitation falls during the year. Most of this precipitation is in the form of snow. When the snow melts in the summer, the permafrost is too frozen to soak up the moisture, so the water collects on the surface of the tundra. In this way, the water provides moisture for plants and animals during the summer. They give you a picture of the Denali National Park there in Alaska. And so you got your climate, your location, interesting facts about it that you can put in there. You should be able to put 3 at least from this section and probably from most of the sections. And then talks about common animals and plants, although we haven't gotten to that part yet. Now you notice that we only cover the tundra on this part. So these other two pages, 98 on coniferous forests and deciduous forests, you won't do until tomorrow. God designed some animals and plants to be able to keep warm even in cold weather. One tundra animal, the musk ox, has a double coat of hair. This animal has a thick undercoat of soft fur and a thick overcoat of coarse, straight hair. The undercoat provides warm insulation during the winter months. During the warm months, the musk ox sheds its undercoat, but it grows back again in time for winter. The outer hair is so long that it reaches almost to the ground. The hair resists water and keeps the musk ox from getting wet and cold. Plants also need to keep warm in order to grow. Some tundra plants are hairy. The woolly lousewort, for instance, has fuzzy coverings on its buds and stems. This hair traps heat and keeps the surface of the plant warmer. Other plants have dark red leaves instead of green leaves. The red color helps the plants absorb more sunlight and keeps them warmer. Most plants on the tundra are also small and grow in groups. Being close to the ground protects them from the wind and allows the plants to absorb heat from the ground. All right, so that's your video for science for today. Your secret word is going to be musk ox. And so have a good day. Bye.